Hi, this is Milo from Stardust Healing, and I'm going to be interviewing Adriana from Love, Light, and Healing about her healing business and also her Etsy store. So welcome, Adriana. So would you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Adriana. Thank you so much for having me, Milo. It's an honor. I am a Reiki master teacher. I provide distance healing at the moment and oracle card readings. I also am, very much into essential oils and crystals, and I have an Etsy shop right now with two of my friends, and we both create products that are essential oil based, and also we also create like gemstones, like beaded jewelry, and it's been wonderful. It's been a great experience sharing that with others.
Yeah, and that's your Etsy store is really beautiful. The
Thank you.
the products that you have are very powerful. And thank you for giving me one of the bracelets. I wear it all the time. It's very
Oh,
relaxing and just soothing and just energetically. It's really nice to have like a tree spirit companion with you at all
and that's the Palo Santo, correct?
times.
That Palo Santo. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the Palo Santo
mm,
bracelets. Those.
Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about where you source your material from for
Yes.
your
So
bracelets?
yeah, the Palo Santo bracelets come from Peru, and the thing with the Palo Santo, it's the tree has to be lying there dead for at minimum. I think it's like 2 or 4 years. Sometimes it's up to 7 years. Depends on what country, because Peru and Ecuador are both known for importing Palo Santo, and that's kind of where I just make sure you get it from those sources. And you once you have a Palo Santo bracelet, like I have one here with the lava stone beans, you can't mistake the smell. It's incredibly aromatic. So I just sort of
Mhm.
go through this one vendor who works with directly with them in Peru. And I
Mhm.
also, with the gemstones, that's a bit that over the years I've experienced a bit challenging. I like to buy, really grade A quality gemstones. So over the years, I've learned which vendors to use and not to use, and I've even purchased the jeweler's loop just to kind of verify what I'm getting is
Mhm.
accurate, because when I create these, I want to make sure I'm giving the absolute best to the people that are going to wear them, and that they're all
Yeah.
genuine and authentic. So
Yeah.
getting at the point now where I know who to use and for which
That's wonderful.
gemstones.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So can you talk a little bit about your creative process with designing and like channeling these different pieces of artwork that you make as jewelry, and
Yeah.
like how specific gemstones might resonate with you, and then how you come to the process of choosing what stones. And that ties into the second question about like connecting with the healing qualities of the specific stones.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's a great question. I've noticed as far as like my process, I go through this where suddenly I become really obsessed with a certain gemstone, and it's like I'll research it, figure out the healing qualities, and then I'll start making them. And 9 out of 10 times I make one for myself because I'm just like obsessed with this particular gemstone. Like right now, I'm going through a howlite moment, and howlite, that's calming and helps, with anxiety. And I think a lot of us, right now, what's going on with COVID-19, I think feel this kind of need to ground and calm. And so I'm
Mhm.
not surprised at howlite I've been drawn to lately. And also the purple amethyst quartz is also something that I've been kind of going towards as well. And that's
Mhm.
same thing, anxiety, help with sleep, very soothing, good for opening
Yeah.
the third eye. So depending on where I am in life, that's kind of what I gravitate towards. And then once I'm making the bracelets, I do like to give them away as gifts too. Oftentimes if I know somebody's going through a really hard time, I'll make
Mhm.
something for them, and I'll, you know, sort of get into this deep meditative state where I'll work with their higher self, and kind of together we'll work on what gemstone is needed for them at this particular time. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. But then once the product is the bracelets complete, I do infuse them with Reiki energy, because I want to make sure, that whoever receives this, that not only is it coming from, Mother Earth, the crystal, but it's also infused with this, very, high vibration, loving energy, Reiki energy. And I set intentions into the gemstones for, love, abundance, prosperity, and just overall all the good stuff that you can imagine. I put that into the gemstones.
That's all really powerful and very in-depth like work that you're doing with those bracelets before you even like ship them off.
Yeah, that's made with love. They're all made with love.
That's wonderful. So can you showcase a few of your new bracelets that are on your shop right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So the one I was actually holding was rose quartz. This is Madagascar rose quartz. So it's a different, rose quartz grows everywhere, but this particular one is so clear, and you could just like see right through it. And I just like the light pink in it. This also has freshwater pearls and the Om pendant. And this to me is representative of just, love, light, comfort. I think a lot of us struggle with self-love. And so this to me is rose quartz is like a mama in a bracelet. It's going to love you unconditionally and give you what you need. And vice versa. This is a relationship. To me, these are relationships we build with these gemstones and crystals.
Yeah, there also seems to be like a very strong like goddess energy going on with the crystal, with the stones too, like with the mother of pearl, connecting to the goddess of Aphrodite, maybe.
Yes, definitely.
So that's really powerful.
We have had in the shop oil elixirs with rose quartz and rose essential oil, and that's a powerful combination.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, and then this one is I went through recently a black tourmaline and tiger eye. Really intense kind of, I don't want to say phase, because I don't feel like I'm completely out of it yet, but this need, I think, for grounding and protection and there's a lot of stuff happening right now. And so
and like there's also like the energy of like banishment that comes with black tourmaline to like banish anything of like of a lower vibration that is around you, or like even like within your energetic field, like you can take the black tourmaline and have the intention of it absorbing anything that doesn't serve you, or any like negative, like lower energetic attachments that are on you from the collective.
Absolutely.
And then with the tiger's eye, just bringing in that really like fierce feline energy, and it's like very protective as well.
Oh, I love it. And it's gorgeous the way when the light hits it, just the tiger's eye just like illuminates too. So it's a nice combination. And yeah, and it's, I mean, I you can wear it on your left wrist or your right, but I tend to wear my bracelets on like the left. Just, the left is the feminine receiving, the right is the masculine giving. And so this is a nice, one to definitely.
Yeah, and like that bracelet could be gifted to like boyfriends, to people who to the men in your life who maybe are new to crystals. And like that, those stone combinations feel very like strong and powerful, and very like warrior energy as well. So to gift them to the men in your life could be like a very just beautiful gift.
Oh, and it looks great. It absolutely looks, I think, sexy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then that goes actually with the Palo Santo and the lava stones too. That's to me, this is, it's masculine and feminine, but I think men, would appreciate it too, because, lava stone is so grounding as well. And
it's volcanic.
Yeah.
And they can also hold oils in them too.
Yes, an added plus. So
like sandalwood or like frankincense.
Or even the Palo Santo, the punch up Palo Santo. And then the last one I have is a rutilated quartz bracelet. And this one has, it's gold rutilated quartz and copper. And this is I discovered this gemstone a couple years ago when I was learning how to open up the Akashic Records, which is, for the viewers, this library of all the lives that we've lived and all the like thoughts and actions that we have as mankind or beyond maybe have have stored? I mean, do you have another
Yeah, so
ad-
I see the Akashic Records as a cosmic archive that contains the soul's vibration. So you as a soul, you can go into the records and access information about past lives, information about soul gifts and soul missions, and also about soul contracts that maybe your soul has with another soul.
Yes, I knew you were going to be more eloquent at that. So I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, all that Milo said, plus this rutilated quartz is just another, I think, tool to use to access the records, because gold is very high vibration, and the rutilated quartz is very symbolic of kind of transferring into that energetic realm. So you wearing this, if some of these stones might be almost like too intense if you're very sensitive. So it's just, if you find that, maybe like lightheaded a little bit, or kind of like, what's going on, just maybe gradually get used to wearing it, just so that you can kind of stabilize. But that I would suggest, especially with rutilated quartz, that it's a powerful one, but it's gorgeous. And once your body acclimates, if it needs to, sometimes people could be at a higher level and it's like no big deal, because we're all covered in gemstones. But for somebody who maybe not used to it, it's a beautiful stone, and it's great to wear. Also protective.
Yeah, and if people are feeling lightheaded with one of those bracelets, they can hold just like any sort of grounding crystal, like tourmaline or a hematite even, and they can hold that stone, and that stone will help ground them, and it will ground their energy into the earth.
Yeah.
And then from there, they don't even have to wear the bracelets right away. They can just hold it in their hand and just maybe meditate for 5 minutes with it. And if they feel that they're not ready to actually put it on, they can just continue to meditate with it until they feel called to wear it as like a protective like item. So
it's absolutely true. Yeah.
Well, so are these bracelets available on your shop right now for people to purchase?
They
Okay,
are.
can you say where they're going to be shipping out from?
Yes. So I am in Northwest Indiana, near Chicago. So, and usually the orders will ship out within a few days. I know right now with what's going on, all the restrictions, but I still try to get we'll get them to you as soon as possible.
Okay, so this is a one-woman shop. You don't have any helpers?
For the gemstones, it's just me right now.
Okay,
I do
good.
have the essential oil products. We do have I have 2 partners that I work with. But right now we're kind of in influx with all the changes that are happening. So as soon as we're all, back together again, we're going to create more of the essential oil products. But for right now, gemstones.
Great. So can you remind people what the name of your Etsy shop is?
Yes, it's Love Petals. So it's Etsy at Love Petals. And I think we'll include a link below so that you can access it. It's,
Okay,
and I'm constantly adding, creating and adding stuff to the shop, because, I love creating these gemstone bracelets. So you'll see probably a lot more.
Well, it's really beautiful work that you're doing, and I'm
Thank
excited to
you.
see more of what you can create out of your shop.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. So we wanted to do a little tiny collective oracle card reading for the people who watch this. So I have a deck here that I'm going to pull one card from, and then Adriana has another deck that she's going to pull from. So what we want is one card that is representative of what the collective needs right now for healing and how to move forward on their soul's journey. So the card I got is Terraform Your World, Cosmic Creatrix.
Oh, it's a beautiful card.
Yeah, so this card connects into the DNA portals of the universe and connecting with the divine waters and also with the ocean and with the whales here and the dolphins.
It's
And
beautiful.
this card really taps into just really just accessing your divine ability to manifest what you need in your life. And that could be anything. It could be spiritual, physical, or even like if there's something emotional that you need help manifesting, you can now be reassured that you can go forward and take steps to create and to manifest what you need in your life. So this deck is called Transcendent Journeys.
Okay. Beautiful. I love the colors. Um, and I feel like lately a big theme is surrender. So I'm going to use the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. And it seems to be a common theme. And I'm going to ask for a collective message, as Milo did, for those that are viewing it, whether it's today, tomorrow, or in a year or two. Who knows, right? Oh, this card popped out. Wow, interesting. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. It's interesting, the water. We were just talking about water, so that's a beautiful one. Yeah, so surrender to your healing. I think that's a good message. And, well, and it's interesting, the pinks and blues too, for both of us. So great.
That's wonderful. Well, I just want to thank everyone for viewing our little get together today. So we're going to be doing more events together virtually and also in person whenever that can happen. So I'm on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is Stardust Healing, and Adriana is on Instagram and also on Facebook. And her practice name
Love and
is
Light Healing.
Love and Light Healing.
Yes.
And so that's how you can find us. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you again soon.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Bye.